welcome back to another video. It's your girl Shanice Danae. I know it's been a while, but I wanted to make this video as a wedding day recap. Of course, I'm still going to upload a videography, but that's going to take some time to be edited because the videographer that did our wedding was definitely pretty busy. I mean, he had like 3 weddings the same week as our wedding. So yeah, but before we even get started, make sure you hit that little subscribe button so that way you never miss whenever I upload a video. But without further ado, let's jump into this video.
Why don't you get it by now? Tell me what you learned in grade school. Give it to me like you want it. Did you forget that golden rule?
Okay, so for those of you that don't know, Matt and I got married on August 1st. Our original wedding date was April 11th, but due to the pandemic, of course, we had to unfortunately postpone our wedding. We are located in Florida, and I was just like, I'm not changing. I was told Matt, I was like, I don't want to change our date again. I just like prayed on it, and I was like, you know, look, I just have a really good feeling that everything's going to work out, even though we're in Florida and we all know that the rates are like with the virus is like very high per se, you know. So a lot of people were worried about that, especially because all of our guest guys traveled. Okay, so majority, I want to say 95% of our guests travel from out of state. Unbelievable. So yeah, so let's just jump straight into this video. So the location that we had our wedding was at the Bahamian Center, and that's technically still in Tampa, but they consider it Oldmar, Florida, if you want to talk about like counties and stuff like that. So this is where we ended up having it. It's actually a Vietnamese center. Very like, I don't even know, it was just different, you know. It's technically like a community center, and we basically flipped the room, which was freaking amazing. So prior to our wedding, I want to say a week before our wedding, my bridesmaids had contacted me, and it was like, Shanice, like, we hate our dresses. Like, well, they didn't even contact me. I had one bridesmaid contact me, Capricia. Shout out to Pre. She reached out to me and was like, sister, I hate this dress. And I was like, you know, like laughing, because that's just how we are. Like, we're very open and honest, you know. Like, I want my friends to be honest with me, and that's exactly what they were. They were completely honest. So she sent me the picture of the dress, and the dress looked like this. And I was like, oh my God, this dress is so ugly. So moral of the story is, all of my bridesmaids live in different states. So when I picked out this dress, I had intentions that I was going to be able to add a slit into the dress. We got the dresses, and I went to Solutions Bridal in Orlando, and she told me that we were going to be able to add a slit into this dress, which I thought that if we added the slit, obviously it would make the dress 100% better than what it looked like. So I was like, oh, that's fine, as long as, because like it like crisscross like a little bit, something like this on the side, and with the slit, I was like, oh, this dress will be bad. Well, they spent like almost $250 on this dress, guys, and literally it was super cheap. Not only that, she ordered a dress that was 2 sizes too big for each and every single last one of my bridesmaids. Now, why did they decide to tell me a week before the wedding that they all hated the dresses? I have no clue. So I had a group chat. I sent them a text message and was like, hey guys, like, you know, is everyone like feel the same way about the dress? And they was like, yeah, I hate the dress. My one bridesmaid was like, I feel like so not confident in this dress. And I was like, wait, like, hold up, mind you, this is a week before the wedding. So I was like, oh no, absolutely not. Like, we're not going to move forward with this dress, guys. Like, that's fine and dandy. So I'm gonna go out and find you guys all new dresses. Now a week before the wedding, I'm a crazy person, but honestly, like, I'm really big on energies. If you have ever met me in person, you know, like, I'm literally this, what you see on camera is the same exact person. Like, this is not fake, this is real life. And I just was like, you know, like, if you guys aren't confident in your dress, then I don't want it. And basically, like, because all of that is an energy. Like, I want people to feel confident. I want my bridesmaids to look like snatched, and if they don't look snatched, then what's the point? So let me jump really quick into this whole thing, just so that way we can like jump in. We got a lot to talk about in this video, so this is gonna be a long video, so I'm so sorry, but hey, just go ahead and skip through it if you want, but it's a chit chat. So that Friday, I want to say late Thursday night is when they basically had told me that they didn't like the dresses, and then that Friday I went out all day looking for dresses. I got 2 bodysuits for my 2 petite bridesmaids because they're really short and their legs are short. So I was like, you know, in pictures it might come across as a jumpsuit as well as it can alternate as a dress. So I was like, ooh, this is different. And all my bridesmaids also wore white. So yeah, so my sister got her dress on ASOS. It was a nice pretty beaded dress, and I'll insert some pictures here for you guys to see. The dresses came out amazing. I even got 2 dresses on Amazon. So since I had 7 bridesmaids, yeah, I had 7 bridesmaids, and because I had 7 bridesmaids, what I decided to do, my sister was my matron, so I did 2 by 2. So every 2, like, how can I say this? Every 2, this sounds really dumb saying it this way, but every 2 bridesmaids had the same dress. Oh wait, no, it don't sound bad. Or bodysuit, okay? So we also had a groomswoman, and she ended up wearing a white suit, okay, with a little train on the side, which is super cute. So this is a picture of the dresses for the bridesmaids and what everything looked like, and I was just so happy on how it turned out. So now again, they spent almost they spent exactly $250 on the original dresses, you know what I'm saying? So like, find bridesmaids that are willing to just kind of like go to bat for you and just willing to make changes, as well as a bride, you need to be able to sense that, to make sure that your bridesmaids are comfortable, because if they're not, then I just feel like, what kind of person are you? Oh, okay, so let's talk about hair and makeup. I didn't have any issues with my hair and makeup. I ended up like hiring my friends to do my bridesmaids makeup because I work in an industry, so you become friends with a lot of hairstylists as well as makeup artists. So my team, they did an amazing job. Like, they're dope. They just did their hair for me. Hair by Crystal Timms. I will put her information down below if you're interested in like getting, you know, like something simple like a ponytail, etc. for your bridesmaids or for yourself. I'll put her information down below. And then I had Beat by Sal. She had did my bridesmaids makeup, and I did my makeup for my wedding. And if you're interested in booking me for your big day, I will have my booking information down below. Okay, so I actually styled my hair as well because, you know, obviously having locks, you guys know that people can never give us what we want. I already talked about this in a video already. And I decided to do my hair and I freestyled it, and guys, it came out exactly how I envisioned it in my head. Like, I don't even know what I did. It was, like I said, like everything flowed like it was supposed to. It was a blessing. I absolutely love the way that it came out. Everybody literally was just fly. Okay, so now if you didn't know, I decided to wear 2 dresses, one wedding gown, a white wedding gown, as well as a black wedding gown, because for one, I'm just different. I love anything that's unique. And if those of you that are new to my channel, I was actually on Say Yes to the Dress, and I was blessed with a dress, and I actually met the designer Martina Liana. Insert a picture here so you guys can see. I actually met her during the time of the show, and I got my first wedding dress there, which some of you probably already seen that, but I decided to add a cape to this one. So I added a cape, absolutely gorgeous. But let's jump into like the little bit of details. So, you know, I just want to say a note that like having a pandemic wedding is definitely challenging, but I felt like we were just really blessed with the type of day that we had. It was supposed to be a hurricane that was coming for us, and it did not come. And you know, no one got sick. You know, I got masks made for the wedding. I'll insert a few pictures of our guests here. Like, everybody was so excited. You know, they had the mask, they was wearing, it had our logos on it, which I also made, and I also made a dance floor to match, or just our wedding logo in general. Okay, so the wedding logo was something that I had made. Let me know down below if you guys want a video on how I created this. It was super quick and easy, and I just really wanted to personalize a lot of things when it came to our wedding. So I did that, and I also created name tags for all of our guests, and that also came out amazing as well. So I feel like if you are not a DIY bride, I promise you, like, just try to find one of those family members that's like super creative, because that's how you're going to save money, especially when it comes to your big day. Okay, So I did a lot of personalization because I wanted our guests to feel comfortable, to feel like they were wanted, as well as I wanted them to feel like they were in the wedding and a part of the wedding. So we decided, because I was wearing both a black wedding dress and a white wedding dress, and Matt was wearing a white tux for his jacket and black pants, we decided that we wanted all men that were invited to the wedding to wear all black, and the females that were invited to wear all white. So that looked so sophisticated, and I was so excited about how that turned out as well. Yeah, so all of this was just kind of like crazy. Like we had so many guests like canceling on us last minute. I feel like I'm gonna be talking in circles, guys, so just try to keep up. You know, up until our wedding, 2 weeks prior to our wedding, a lot of people have been reaching out saying that they no longer can come. So I do recommend that if you are a bride, to try to kind of plan ahead as much as you can. It's going to be stressful because obviously it's a pandemic going around. People are going to be afraid of attending your wedding because they don't want to catch anything, and it is a scary situation, so you also have to be understandable. But the advice that I can give to guests is to please let them know at least 2 to 3 weeks prior to, so that way they can save money. Unfortunately, like, we weren't able to do that because people were canceling up until the day of the wedding, which was definitely very, very frustrating for me. But at the same time, I also had to understand, like, okay, well, I know that they're probably, you know, afraid. So it was bittersweet on both ends because I was frustrated, but I also understood. So it's kind of hard to like explain my emotions about it. Okay, we ended up having confirmed 120, but not until the day of the wedding. We had maybe about, I want to say, 100 guests that had showed up. Yeah, so I was super excited about that. Honestly, it was just enough. Where we had the wedding at was pretty big, so social distancing was easy. Even up until our ceremony, we still had it by twos, social distancing. So we practiced this all throughout the wedding so that way our guests and everybody can feel comfortable. But after they got those drinks, guys, those masks came off. No one was worrying about anything, and they were living their best life, and I'm here for it. But even with the dance floor size was just so big that like everyone could be on the dance floor, and like we still was practicing social distancing in the weirdest way. Like, it was literally godsend. Like, it was amazing. Let me jump back to trying to walk you guys through the day. I decided I'm not really a big drinker. I don't drink. I don't drink at all. Like, I try, and it's just something that I'm not interested in. And yeah, so I was completely sober the entire time. Both Matt and I, we were sober the day of the wedding. And so you guys are probably going to see a few clips and you're going to think that I was turned, but I was turned on a happy high. So yeah, so I was dancing a lot. I was having the time of my life, and just really, again, just enjoying everyone's time. So we had got a lot of, like I said, I DIY'd a lot of things for the wedding, but I also had assistance. I highly recommend that if you are having a wedding during a pandemic, honestly, even if you're not, but hiring a wedding planner or a wedding day coordinator is definitely something that you want to invest in, or because like even having a family member doing it, and if they're in the wedding, it's literally impossible. I did not have to stress. I did not have to worry about anything. Literally from the beginning until the end, I had no stress, no hiccups, no nothing. The day went smoothly the entire time. Complete blessing, right? And I'm so thankful. Both of us are thankful about how the day turned out. Anyway, so our wedding coordinator, which ended up turning into our wedding planner, because we ended up changing venues last minute because of customer service, but that's a whole nother story. They were, if you live in a Tampa area and you're looking for like a wedding day coordinator, a florist, etc., definitely reach out to Royal and Events and Services. Hands down the best. Victoria was literally like my heartbeat during the entire like pandemic. I honestly took it very well. Like, I wasn't really stressed that much. Like, to be honest with you, I was just kind of letting it go with the flow, because there's certain things that's literally out of your control, so there's no point of stressing over it. That's just how I felt. So Yeah, so everything that we did with the wedding, from the details, from the floors to the cherry blossom trees, this is something that I wanted so bad. Like, I had a vision on how I wanted the wedding to look, and it was executed to a T. Literally, I explained everything, how I want everything to be set up, where I wanted everything to be set up. In regards to table seating, I didn't want like just round tables. I wanted something different. So even from that, like, everything was perfect. Now, even though, you know, like, I practically planned my wedding, but also had, you know, assistance with that, I highly recommend that if you are a bride, please invest in a wedding day coordinator, because you're going to need it. Because without having a full team, like, I don't even know what I would have done. All right, moving on. Okay, so let's talk about the cakes that we had at the wedding. So I ended up going with 2 different wedding cakes. I highly recommend that if you are like living in the South, going with Publix. Like, I'm not sure if all bakeries are the same, but Publix wedding cakes are actually like really good, like super good, as long as you're getting like the wedding cream cheese icing, because I feel like that makes the cake. So yeah, everything was amazing. Our food, y'all, the food was so freaking good. Oh my goodness, the food was absolutely amazing. You know the food is good if you walk by and you're like, you know, talking to your guests and thanking them for coming, and you see literally nothing on their plates. You know the food is good, because we all know that wedding food is usually disgusting. I can't even count how many. It could be literally like the most expensive place to have a wedding, or the most expensive hotel to have a wedding, and the food is still disgusting. It has no flavor. I wouldn't say disgusting, but it has no flavor. So does that mean it's still disgusting? Probably so. But literally, like, it literally has no taste. Our food, banging. Literally so flavorful. It was so good. And like, literally thinking about it right now is making me want like some food right now, because it was so good. And I'm not even being dramatic. So I believe our caterer was Affordable Catering here in Tampa. I think that's their name, Affordable Catering. But then again, I'm not sure, because I feel like we might have had changed it. I'm gonna want to confirm who the caterer was. I want to say it was Affordable Catering though. But don't quote me, because I'll make a video like updating you guys on that, because I'm not 100% sure, because I feel like it was changed last minute due to the pandemic. So yeah, a lot of changes, right? So that's another thing. Whenever you're having a wedding during this time, guys, you have to really think quick on your feet. Don't get yourself worked up, because if you get yourself worked up, you're not going to be able to, you know, make those changes fast like you need to. I think I low-key like have a type A personality, so for me it was just like like I was in my bliss, like, I don't know. But yeah, that was that with the food. I had a vision, like, I wanted to do like a photo booth, but a selfie booth, because I feel like those little photo booths is like a waste of money, and I didn't want to waste money on a photo booth that people probably wouldn't even use. So what I decided to do was to do like a flower arch, like a half flower arch, like it was like a circle, and I had put my love is sign that you guys always see in back of me. I had put that on there, and everybody happened to take pictures in front of it. As you can see here, like, people was literally loving this wall. It was definitely a staple. It was perfect. It was perfect for the space, perfect for the time. It was easy to set up and take down, and I rented this through Flower Walls of Tampa. So yeah, you have to think quick on your feet and be creative without spending a lot of money. Like, you can still have like a really nice wedding without spending like a fortune. So I tried to like think about other ways that would be more convenient. Now for the we did a lot of trumpet vases, which is expensive, but we did a lot of like trumpet vases, and you guys will be able to see more of that in the actual wedding day videography video. But yeah, so we definitely did that, and we had like candles, but unfortunately, because our venue didn't allow like real candles, we ended up using faux candles, but they actually still look pretty real. Yeah, so I'm trying to think of like if I'm missing anything. I feel like I am. If I'm missing anything, please leave me a comment down below, because it's literally like so much stuff and I know for sure that I'm missing something. I took temperatures. I had people take temperatures at the wedding. Like, I had a team of people that were taking temperatures at the wedding, and if your temperature was not average, you couldn't come in. And that's something that you have to think about when you're having a pandemic wedding. Like, that is so important. So I highly recommend that, you know, wedding day coordinator, think about, follow CDC guidelines as much as you can, just to make sure that you're comfortable, as well as your guests are going to be comfortable as well. Because my only thing was that I was like, I'm not wearing a mask at my wedding. I prayed about it and I said, God, look, listen, like, I am so thankful, you know, for you getting us this far, and I know that this virus is a serious thing, but I'm not wearing a mask. So I asked you to protect me, and I was protected, and so was my guests. Literally out of 100 people, everybody got here to Tampa, Florida, back safely to wherever state they came from. Texas, New York, Pennsylvania. Like, literally we had people from all over, and not one caught the virus. That is a blessing, period. Like, period. But yeah, so the day went really good, and Matt and I really enjoyed ourselves, and I hope that this like snippet of a wedding recap is good enough for you guys. If you want more information, I can do a part 2, but please leave me a comment down below and let me know exactly what you guys want to know, what you guys, you know, want more information on, if I miss anything. Again, I will have a videography for you guys, so that way you actually feel like you are there. Because I don't want to spill like all the information, because I kind of want you guys to see more in the video, like the videography video, and that won't be done until like about 2 months. They said 8 to 12 weeks, which I completely understand. It just kind of sucks, because when you're good at like editing your own videos, it gets kind of tricky, because it's like, dang, I can edit it and get it done. Like, but that's why you hire people, because you can't do everything. That is Bride 101, realizing that you cannot do everything and that you need help, okay? But thank you so much for tuning into this video, guys. Make sure that you thumbs up this video, leave me a comment down below, and of course, subscribe to my channel. I truly appreciate it, and I love each and every last one of you. But you guys know what I always say. Bye, friends, and deuces. Bye, guys.
Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly.